Good morning. I'm going to do a full face of makeup and you're coming with me. It is, what is it? It's Saturday the 13th of January 2024. I think this is only my second video. I've got another one about re-dyeing my hair coming up as well, but that'll go up before this one does. So this is my second video of the year. Doing well. And I'm going out in a little minute, not very far, just into town to pick up some tickets for the theatre. Yes. I'm a huge fan of Phantom of the Opera, and that's being shown at our local theatre. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm trying to get it so that you are above my mirror and I'm knocking things off and making a mess. Right. Now, my mirror is like about that far below my phone, which I'm recording on, so you might see me looking here when I do my makeup. I'm really sorry if that's disconcerting, but I'm just bringing you down a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too much when I look here, because it's not too much of a change. Anyway, first things first, take off your glasses and go, oh, I didn't sleep well last night. Look at my baggy bits. So I'm going to start off with, look, I've lost 2 nails. I'm starting off with stuff that I can't read. I think that's Max Factor Miracle Prep. I don't like it. My skin feels absolutely no different when I use this. It doesn't feel porous. I haven't actually found a primer that I love other than one in Aldi, believe it or not. Yeah, I use Aldi primers and actually really like them. My face felt, I probably need to do a mask actually, that's probably part of my problem. I haven't done one in months. I might do one tonight if I remember. Yeah, but when I use the Aldi one, it just makes my face feel smooth and ready. Ready and, you know. Okay, so first things first. As you can see, I'm just like literally plonking my hair backwards to keep it out of my way. So I do a sort of not single layer but almost. So we start off with, I use 2 different types of concealer. I have one in colour 327. I've just had my eyes tested yesterday and I need a new prescription, so that's Cashmere, and 322 in Ivory. These are L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour more than concealer. I love these are really good. I use Ivory on the majority and then I use concealer in a couple of other places. I need to pluck really badly, but yeah. So I like to use the Ivory there, and there. Under there. And sort of there to highlight that bit. This bottle's nearly empty, but it's fine because Superdrug, for those of you who do not live in England, Superdrug is a pharmacy come beauty place. You know, where you go in and you can buy medication, but you can also buy makeup. It's one of those. And they quite often do 3 for 2 on their makeup. So I bought 2 bottles of concealer and a new bottle of foundation.
A bit longer time because I'm doing this today.
Say hi, YouTube.
Hi.
Now I'm going to use Cashmere. Yeah, you're fine. I'm doing makeup, so.
Okay.
And I just highlight my jaw like so. Okay. I look strange. That's fine. I probably won't continue with the Cashmere. I bought it because I was a bit worried that the Ivory was too light, but the Cashmere is just not enough. My foundation, I use L'Oreal True Match in the shade 2N. Okay, I do a squirt onto a palette because I don't like the feeling of makeup on my fingers. Literally 1 squirt, and then I use my foundation brush and I pick that up, and basically I put this wherever there is not concealer. I saw some makeup guru the other day go, oh my god, I've always used a beauty blender and I didn't realise how absolutely amazing makeup brushes are. And I'm like, well, I've just gone the other way. So, you know, I kind of do a half and half job. Around my nose, I use my brush. Just to help hide the redness. I used to use a colour corrector, but I find you can pretty much cover it up with makeup and that's fine. That's the area that I tend to use my brush for. Okay, then I pick up a damp beauty blender. It must be damp. It will not work if it's dry. It's pointless. And then starting with the concealer at the top, you just dab, 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 dab until it all magically becomes a skin. And you don't need to go, you know, you just, that's it. You dab, dab, dab. You don't need to smush it on. And you don't need to wipe. You should not be wiping. You should literally just be dabbing. Because I used to watch these videos and I'm like, how are these girls putting this on? And then I dab over around where the... And I remember the first few times I did it, I was like, well, it just seems to disappear when I do it. Then I do the cashmere there. The cashmere is just slightly lighter than my foundation, which is why I'm not in love with it, because I wanted it to be quite a bit lighter. I mean, I could mix my concealers, I suppose. It's just to make this jaw slightly lighter so that when you come to do your contouring, which is next, by the way, it looks more, makes your cheeks look more concave. We're not going for, you know, skinny. Now I'm going to go to a separate part. That's my face sponge, really. Now I go to the tip, I squeeze it like that to get under my eye and along to this bit. Now this bit is highlighted here to give that top part of your cheek some light, yeah? I'll make sure it's all blended in. Sometimes I find I do have to do a little bit of wipe underneath my eye because it hurts otherwise. I have quite delicate eye sockets, and especially when I'm sporting a headache or a migraine. So there you go. Okay, same on the other side. Squeeze it. Just blend. If you look up when you're doing it like that, tilt your head and look up. It makes it a lot easier.
Guess who just defeated Mr. Negative?
Did you? Well done. That was playing Spider-Man. See, so the light concealer is highlighting the top of my cheekbone, just to give it that, you know, lighter look. Right, just double check where you have your creases.
No.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Because your makeup will settle in them. Again, don't wipe, just buff. Okay, see that? Now, if you think, well, that just feels wet now, before you put the powder on, you can either just sit and waft happily. You can use a little fan, because you want your foundation to be dry, okay? Because you're about to put powder on, and you don't want to be putting powder on top of a wet product, otherwise it's going to clump and it's going to be really noticeable. Okay, you're probably looking at me thinking, God, she looks really pale now. That's fine, it's going to get a lot paler before it gets any shape to it. Okay, I look quite flat at the moment. There's a little hint of cheeks there, but I actually look quite flat. That's going to change with the next layer. So, I hit the buttons, I put it down. Next, I'm going to use my contour. I use this colour. This is a Revolution Ultra Pro HD Cream Contour. I don't use those colours along the top. I occasionally use that one if I want an extra little bit highlight. I use mostly these three. I haven't used the yellow at all. I wouldn't know where to use yellow, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm gonna reach for the sky. This is my Zoeva Chisel and Trim Contour Brush, number, I don't know, whatever number that is. Can you even see that? F77 is that? Whatever, it looks like this, okay? And what I do is I start with the darkest one, right? And I literally make like I'm a window cleaner. Okay, coat my brush. Now, that should be sufficient. You should not need any more than just a quick 1, 2, right? Now, you need to know where your sort of hollow is. So pull a load of faces until you sort of roughly know where the bottom of your cheekbone is, because that's where you want to highlight, okay? Because the idea is you're going to make this area look a little bit darker. Can you see that slight shadow? You're basically emphasizing that, okay? So use your brush and go like that. You want to go from in line with the top of your ear, okay, to about sort of between the outside corner and the outside of your iris, okay? And then you do the same on that side. I do a little bit under my lip. Right, that'll give you a nice shadow. Do a little bit across your head, of that contour there. And now you want to do the chin trick. The chin trick, if you're like me and you have more than just your lovely one chin, you can emphasize it, yeah? So do that, and then brush that crease. See? And then you sort of want to come along just on the underside of your jaw. Like so. Okay? Now you're probably going, oh, what about the nose? What about the nose? It's a different brush for that. Okay? And you should really not have much in the way of product left on your brush. Okay? Now, back to your blender. Again, you are dabbing, okay? You can use your blender, you can use a brush. Oh, look, the lovely background fucking tumble dryers stopped. I apologise for the background noise. Okay? And all that does, sorry about the psoriasis, is it just gives you a little hint of a shadow here. You want to do the same there. The idea is to blend it to the point where it smudges, but not disappears. Okay? It's a very subtle look. Okay? I'm doing this in real time so you can see that it's not just a 1, 2, because these girls, they speed these videos up, and I used to think, but it takes me ages to get it to look blended out. There you go, can you see? That line has turned into that. Because they speed it up, and I'm like, I must be doing something wrong. I must be, because these girls do this, and it's, you know, blended out almost immediately. What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong, okay? Good blending takes time. Sorry if it looks like I'm looking over here. My camera is here, but I'm looking at me to make sure that I'm, you know, in the right shot and all that lot. I actually find this bit, blending under my jaw, quite hard. I find it hard to dab, you know? But the idea is that you followed your jaw up. You could make sure that you contour here as well. That would give you a little bit more in the way of sort of darkening. My ears are very dry and need some moisturising. I did go back to wearing stretchers for a while. Don't get that little bit under there. Just that literally just needs that. Okay, can you now see it? It looks like I've got a slight bit of shadowing going on. Let's do the nose. I use this brush for the nose. This is one of those eco brushes. Does it say on it? Eco Tools. This is a smudge and blend brush. Smudge that side, blend that side. It's perfect for contouring. Okay, so I now go to, depending on how I feel, one of these two. Today we're going to go for this one on the end. So using the flatter tool, that one, you just want to pick up just a little bit. Okay, then you want to trace from your eyebrow down your nose. Okay, this can be quite hard to get straight. And then just do a little V at the bottom. Okay, can you see? And then I turn over and I use the softer brush to blend it down the side of my nose. And the idea is that you make that line a thing, but not quite so harsh, yeah? And that will make it look like your nose has a shine for a start. Make your nose look more prominent. If you have a wide fat nose, like I do, you do this blending trick. And it just makes your nose look a bit more prominent. Now, you can use a little bit of the white. Just wondering what to apply it with. Use a little bit of the white. And I do mean a tiny, tiny little bit. To add a shim. Okay. A little bit of shine on the nose. You can see it in certain lights. How does a good highlighter work? In certain lights you can see it, in other lights you can't. Okay, that's how your highlighter should work. My hands are really cold. Okay, so now what do we do? Well, now we add powder to the mix to help emphasise what we've already done. I've got a powder puff and I've got a thingy of loose powder. That just helps me settle it all at the bottom. This is a container that I bought on Amazon and I filled with my own loose powder that comes in a big bottle. It's a Revolution one, I think it is. So I've got some powder in there and I fold this sort of around my finger and then I dab. Get a nice amount like that. Now, remember that brown that we did? We're going to highlight where we put the contour underneath. This is where you do swipe. So you want to go from sort of about where that dip is in the ear, there, and come down like so. Okay, one dab. Right, now using what is left, don't dab again. When you do, you want it to be a lot lighter than what you did these in, okay? All the places that you put that contour, this one I do a little bit heavier. And again, you highlight the top of that cheek. and powdering, when you're doing it correctly, works in much the same way as using your blending brush. Because you want it to blend. You don't want it to just be a big white patch, okay? That should be enough. And you're going to be like, well, what about those big white patches? Don't worry, we're just going to do those now. Just gently tap. You do not want to do a band that meets with this that you did in the middle. You want to have a little bit of other colour. So your foundation or even a little bit of contour. Some people do what's called a skull contour, where they come down like that and then down like that to sort of accentuate the chin. I personally don't like that look on me, so I don't do it. Okay, that's the last of the highlighting part. Now, I'm looking for my bronzer. It's here. It's fucking massive. How can I miss it? Now, this is a Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in Fair. It's massive, okay? And I use my most giant powder brush. This again is a Zoeva 106 powder brush. And I use this only for bronzing. Now, it's a pressed powder, okay? It's not loose like the contour was. So I just go dab, 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 tap off. And then where you put the dark is where you put the bronzer. So I go, and it's really light. You don't need a lot, okay? Hi, Daryl.
I'm watching.
You watching?
I didn't get a trophy for defeating Mr. Negative.
I think the pasties at the door.
Yeah.
We've got a Ring doorbell now, and it keeps going off to tell me there's people at outside my door or whatever. Okay, put it in on my chair.
Which one?
Where I sit in the lounge.
Oh.
I bring that bronzer down into my neck because I have quite a white neck. You know, maybe it's because I'm like plus size, but there you go. You can see there's a little bit more colour there now, yeah? Just adds warmth back into your skin after you've highlighted it so much. Okay. Yeah, and my Ring doorbell goes off all the time going, there's people outside, and it's not. It's because it's windy and the bushes are going, or a big bus goes past or something like that, so yeah. Anyway, so what are we going to do now? Let's do the eyes, yeah? I have several palettes that I really, really love. My favourites are probably the two from Jolie Beauty. I have the Sorceress palette and the Ethereality palette. Now, funnily enough, when I wear the Ethereality palette, I can only wear it once and then I can't wear it again for probably about a good week because my eyes react. I don't get that with the Sorceress palette. With the Sorceress palette, I can wear it every day. That's fine. But it's bizarre because I got this for Christmas last year, not the year just gone, the year before. And I wore this for a couple of days and I had bad reaction. If you jump back like a year ago, you'll see it was awful. At one point it was, if I can find the picture, I'll put the picture up here that that I took and posted on Instagram. It was awful. I had a really bad reaction to it. I ended up being on special creams to try and eliminate it. Now I'm just gonna have a look and think, do I want to use this palette today? I really do, because it's so freaking pretty. Do you know what? I am going to use this today. We'll use the Sorceress palette another day. I am going to use the Ethereality palette. So, we have all of these absolutely fucking stunning colours. Gorge, huh? Now I'm going to go more in these sort of purpley bluey colours, this line here, to match what I'm wearing, because you know, you might as well match something. So I tend to use one brush, well, two brushes, but mostly I use the crease definer from Zoeva, number 228. This is just such a nice brush. It is soft, it's fluffy, it just works really well. And I'm going to try something different. Normally I go light to dark with my application, but I'm going to go dark to light because you use the lighter colour to help blend. So, oh, should I go teal? Got some beautiful teals here. Now I'm going to stick with my original. So I'm going to start with Glowflies, which is the top one. Now, a lot of the time I'm hooded, yeah, so there's some that will get missed. I do start out by raising my eyes. That's quite a light colour. Bugger. Oh well. Guess we're going quite light today then, and not dark like I thought I would be going. There's also a shimmer, which I'd forgotten. Yeah, I don't know whether it's something in the shimmer makeup that just makes my eyes hate everything. You want to hold your brush towards the end, not up here. You've got no control here. Up here, you've got lightness and control. It's like people say to me sometimes, just poke myself in the eye, you know, why do you wear glitzy makeup for a normal day? Because why the fuck not? You know? Makeup's expensive, dude. Why am I going to save it for a special day when I don't have that many special days? Now, I've relaxed my eyes and can you see a lot of that has gone? So you want to kind of accentuate above that crease a little bit to give you the look of your makeup. I'm quite lucky that I have quite a lot of upper area to work with once my eyes are relaxed. My daughter doesn't. She has very narrow upper lid and hooded eyes like me. And I always freak when I do her makeup for her because I'm like, you have no upper space. Where'd you put all the colour? I'm now gonna, so that's quite a shimmery sort of look. I am now gonna jump to Pixie. I'm going right over the other side. I'm lying. I'm going to Pixie over here, which is a sort of dark blue Marley look, and that's going to go here in the corner. We're going to go quite dark today. This is totally new. I don't normally go this route with doing the lighter colour first, so I'm a bit like doing the darker colours first. Sorry. I would normally have applied that bit last. So I'm just gonna dab it all on like so. Then I'm gonna brush the excess off because I don't want too much more. And then I'm gonna sort of blend it into the rest of my makeup. Don't worry about the fact you've got some fallout here. We'll brush that away in a minute. Just make sure you don't touch it. I find some eyeshadows don't want to blend very well, you know. That's quite stormy looking, isn't it? Quite like that. Now, I am going to jump to Vines, which is a very, 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 very sort of pale blue, to highlight my brow bone above where I've just put Pixie. So what I do in between brushes is I use this, and this helps get any excess powder off. You just swipe your brush over it like that, and it helps remove any excess powder. You still need to wash your brushes, okay? Don't think that you don't. I try to wash my brushes like once a week if I'm wearing makeup daily. I got this cool little system. It's okay. It's not great, but you know, it's right. So I'm going to pick up Vines, and I'll talk about that while I'm doing this. So I'm just gonna across the top put a little bit. Yeah, the washer thing, I find that I still need to use the I've got a plastic thing that you sit in the sink to scrub your brushes on. I need to use that because just putting soapy water in that bowl thing doesn't work. But then what you do is you attach your brushes to this and it spins. It's great for drying your brushes. It's not very good for washing them. So I've used that Vines just to like bring that colour right up, and I've lightened it out. You want to use lighter colours to blend, as you can see, yeah? Oh, excuse me. I always end up with a snotty nose. I'm thinking I might pull that ethereality in. Or do I just stick with it like that? I'm sort of having the hiring over a bit more and wear glitter. Which is bonkers because I wear glasses and you can't fucking see it anyway. Oh, that's nice. Let's put a little bit of that in. This is Starry Eyed, and I'm just dabbing my finger in, and just in the middle there, adding a little bit of this. Oh, look at that. I hope you can see this on the camera. Looks amazing in my mirror. Totally sort of holographic. I always forget how pretty this is in between uses. Okay. Right. Clean my finger. Right. That brush I'm finished with. I am now going to get this brush. This is the 230 Detail Smoky Blender, and it comes to a bit of a point. And I'm going to pick up Arwen. No, I'm not. I'm going to pick up Pixie, and by pick up, I literally mean I'm going to dot dot on the end of the brush. You see how little I've picked up? It's literally on the point of the brush, and I'm going to apply it underneath. Oh, we want to get rid of some of that, don't we? You want to get a spare floofy brush and just wipe away any fallout that you've had, okay? Now, I've got my little dot, and that's going to go underneath, sort of like an eyeliner. And then you're going to smoke that out a bit. And I've chosen that colour because then it blends with what you put here in the corner. Okay. You're not doing the lid, okay? You're just doing under the waterline, okay? I don't wear eyeliner. I have enough trouble putting eye makeup on, as you can tell. Makes me sniff. Now I'm going to pick up Vines, I think, because we've used that colour. And then I'm literally going to pick up a very, very tiny amount, okay? And then I'm going to use it to try and smudge. Use a lighter colour to blend. See how that's really picking up my eye colour? Love it. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Moonchild, which is a bright white, and I'm going to do that in this corner. And again, only a little bit. And I use this brush because it comes to a small point and it allows you to get in that corner. And that will just help lighten this area. Because I have a scar on this eye. I was bitten when I was a kid by a dog. And it can cause like a shadowy look. So you add the white in and it just helps sort of, you know, highlight that a little bit. Not highlight the scar, but highlight the area. See? Lovely. I like that. I like how that's come out. It looks like there's a lot of light up here, but there's actually not. That's blended in really, really nicely. Okay, right, we're going to start with the eyeshadow. Excuse me. Put that away. Right, I'm going to finish off my eye look now. I tried to learn how to draw my eyebrows, but I'm not very good at it, and I lack the confidence. I think it's really noticeable when I do it. So I use a brown mascara. This is from, who's this from? This is Wonderful Brow by Rimmel, and I use shade 003 Dark, and all that does is it just gives you a darker brow. You apply it the same way you do regular mascara to your lashes. It comes with a tiny little spoolie, and when I pull it out, I wipe my spoolie like this, so there's no gunk. It's a little table, and then you just apply to your brows. Like so. Can you see the difference? Just helps give you a little bit of definition. Like so. And that immediately to me has made a difference because it's now framed my eyes. Now we're going in with Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Daring Black Regular Mascara. This is quite an odd bottle. I need to... Now, when you apply your mascara, go in and then roll the wand, you know, twirl it towards your eyes and give it a good wobble as you take it out. And you will manage to get coated a lot closer to your eyelid. Okay, learn how to do it by crossing your arm over so that you can get right in here. Okay, same on the lower. You have to be so careful applying mascara. The amount of times I've bonked the wand on the end of my nose or something, you know. So right, watch again. Okay. So catch the lashes, twirl towards you. You're not moving the wand any closer, but as you twirl the wand, it catches them closer to the root and gives you that full coated look. Don't forget to get in here and do these little itty bitty hairs on the inside of your eye. I got a little bit too close there and touched the eyelash. That's okay. And use the end of the tip of your wand to get down in the corners there, yeah? if you're not very good at the twirly bit, which I'm not on my lower lashes, I must admit, catch the lashes with your brush and then wiggle sideways. And that helps apply a nice even coat. Okay, there you go. Look at that, that looks amazing. I like that. Okay, so now we need to use blusher. My nose is running. My nose always runs when I do my makeup. I do this perfect powdered nose look and then go ruin it all by sniffing. I think it's like a self-defense thing because my nose gets dry. Okay, so I use the Zoeva 127 blush and contour brush and Rimmel Maxi blush in 006 Exposed. Now, you see when you've got that contour here, that highlight that you did there, and that contour that you did in here, you kind of want your blush to go in between. Now, I blush down to around here, so that again it's in line with the side of my iris and pupil. I don't like doing here because I have the wrong typeface for that. Okay, but I like quite a heavy blush. You can do this shape, which is forefinger touching the corner of your brow and thumb to the ear, I think it is, or is it that way? Might be that way, like that. And then you blush in this area, but you just end up with blush all over your hands. So this is they call this a kitten foot or doe foot or something? It's a shaped brush. And I just go dab, dab, dab. So yeah, you want to catch that line really there. And it suddenly makes all the difference. And I do love blusher. I must admit, I look like a fucking drag queen when I go out because I love my heavy blush. And I probably come in a little bit too far. See, I don't quite like that because it's a little bit too far in. So I grab a plain brush and sort of swipe it away a little bit. Okay. Highlighter. Again, a Zoeva brush. This is the Zoeva highlighting brush, funny enough, number 105. This is Makeup Obsession Mega Lightning. It's a nice white one. They do Mega Moon as well, which is a pink one. That's quite nice. So the Mega Lightning and your highlighter, just give it a good old swirl. Now I'm going to add to that I did down there, especially on the end of the nose. Look at that. Look at the difference it makes. On the chin. And then again, we're going to highlight that bit there that we did earlier. I don't swipe, I dab with my brush. Again, mark of a good highlight is you can't see it. Now you might be thinking that's quite heavy makeup, but I wear glasses and I wear reaction lenses and they tint. So I'm just going to clean them and then I'm going to put them back on. Oh, something else we need to do. Yes, I'm aware I haven't done lipstick yet, but I'll put my glasses on before I do that. Something else we need to do is clean the jewellery. If you have facial jewellery, you'll be covered in makeup by now. So what we do, get new glasses in a couple of weeks. Get your little finger and lick it. Okay. And then just run it over your jewellery, like so. Love it. Okay. We are using Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Inks in number 40, Witty. I want them to do a browner shade, like a darker browner shade. I know they do like a couple where they're quite light. I don't want that. I want like a nice dark brown one. because I just think it would suit me better. This one works. This is probably the one that I use the most. Well, it is the one that I use the most. I don't use the others. Trick is for these to give them a bloody good shake. And this is what pulls it all together. You are not going to be able to drink anything for a while after applying this. Okay, so if you need to drink, drink it now. Now. I tip my head ever so slightly because then I can see. The outline of my lip bow. Try not to touch your lips together for a little bit. There you go. What do you think? That is it. That is where I stop. I used to use setting spray. I used to use it a lot. I used to use number 7 Hydroluminous Hydrating Mask, but it didn't seem to make any difference. My makeup lasts all day anyway. It's a hydrating face mask. That's about the only thing I can say about it, is it supposedly hydrates your skin. But I've got a big layer of makeup on, so, you know, that's not going to be the case. But there you go. Anyway, there we are. This is my Daryl Dread. But you need to watch the other video to find out about my Daryl Dread. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to love you and leave you. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, and all of that lot. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys. Every comment gets a like, love, or a written response. By all means, come and join me over on social media. Instagram, Twitter, I don't use Twitter that much, Facebook, all of them. You can find me just by searching for Pretty Tapper. There will have been things up here in the corner, or in one of the corners, whichever one it appears in, and you would have seen a shot of my Instagram in the corner as well, on the side as well. If you choose to say hi, let me know that you've come via YouTube and you just want to say hi, that you're not a weirdo, otherwise you will get ignored. Because I get that a lot. Okay, take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.